What's up, guys? Boogie back again. Guys, like the video, subscribe, road to 10,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys for rocking with me. So let's get into it. Let's go.
The whole point of my disorder is that I don't have that emotional attachment to
It's
it.
not
That's
true.
the
I
whole
want to tell you
point of my
something.
disorder.
I
that
don't know
I don't
you.
have emotional
It's
attachment.
not true. I think you have a lot of emotion
Okay.
from what I see. I think the only thing that repair you and correct you with this line to yourself constantly, it's to get a real love, that somebody really love you and caress you. You never had real love in your life. Somebody that been
My
there.
ex loved me.
One second,
My
no.
parents loved me.
Somebody that really love you and protect you, okay? And tell you it's okay. One second.
Yeah.
It's not the same. If you had a man in your life that protect you and wanted you only for himself, not to share you with the world, not to let you go and
Do
sleep
you
around
think a
Sounds like
woman's only
slavery.
purpose is for men?
for one
Did
man,
you just say
Yeah.
that sounds like
Do you think
slavery?
a
course.
woman's only purpose in life is to be for a man?
one man. Yes.
That's a
That's her
woman's only
purpose?
purpose in life.
No, I don't think it's the only purpose
That's
in
what
life.
you're
Not
talking
many
about.
But no, you don't understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can have a career, you can have kids, you can have whatever you want, okay? But protect yourself. Women are very vulnerable. You know what's the reason that a lot of men, wait, let me finish this sentence.
Okay.
You know why a lot of men laugh at women and treat us like we're idiots? Okay, no, they're not. Majority of men have to deal with women like this. I'm sorry with disrespect, but if majority of men today have to choose to have the mother of their children, to build a life with you, to build a career with you, that you both can build something together for the future, you know? To have a life with you, and you need to deal with somebody that have so many mental issues and so many body count. Why would they do it? They'd rather be alone. They don't have
Because
to
don't
do
give
it.
a shit.
That's
what
true.
Men think.
What?
Some of us don't give a shit.
Of course you
what
give a
men
shit.
think.
This is your defense mechanism to say, I don't care about men. Men are
I'm a
stupid,
baby
men are
girl.
idiots.
I only care what
You're not
someone
again.
thinks
So,
about me.
Again,
all the
this
time.
listen, don't tell me this bullshit.
You're
I
a
can't
baby
hear it.
girl.
Just a second. I can't hear this bullshit. I'll tell you why. Because you put it, you're a mother to children. You're sitting here in the podcast saying, I'm a baby girl, I'm a slave. I don't want to hear this because literally you disrespecting your kids. That your kids needs to see you in this podcast talking about yourself like that. You are a mother before you are for yourself. You are a mother before you something in this world, before your career, before you the daughter of your parents. You are a mother before anything.
Well,
when you
that's where
decided,
I
when you
disagree.
decided,
Disagree.
wait, when you decided to have
I wasn't
children,
born a mother.
when you decided to
I
have
didn't
children,
decide to have
listen to
children.
me for a second.
Yes, you decided. No one forced you to have kids. No one forced you to have sex unless she's going to try and say she was gripped. But we know that's not true because she has more than one kid. So clear, you lay down, you got your cheeks clapped, it was fun, and you decided to carry those kids for 9 months and give birth. She's not even taking accountability for giving birth to kids. That's crazy.
When you decided to be a mother, anything.
I didn't
your-
decide
your
to be a
pa-
mother. I
It
was
doesn't
You
matter.
decided.
You open your legs
No.
and you popped a baby.
No, I was.
Exactly.
No,
and I was
it
made to
doesn't
get
matter. But you
pregnant.
have a baby. You guys can have a baby, okay? It doesn't matter. You have a baby.
It doesn't
your baby.
matter?
It doesn't matter because soon as you have the baby, you're not living for yourself. You're living for the baby, not for
That's true.
yourself.
Okay.
Your baby and your kid is the most important thing. You're supposed to protect them, love them, and protect them. It's not put yourself out there and talk about their mother like that because you're humiliating them. I'm embarrassed as a woman to sit in a table with a woman like you.
Can I say
That's facts. And the fact that they can't listen to a woman, what makes you think they're ever going to listen to a man? So if she can't listen to a woman, she's never going to be able to listen to a man. And she's right, because if that's the type of mindset a woman with kids has, that makes you concerned what type of kids she's raising. Because whatever she believes, whatever her mindset is, she's literally just going to transfer that to the kids. And then the generational curse keeps going.
something
I
about?
was first.
Can I say something about your biases or your mental state? So you're so angry at American
not
women
angry.
for having like this idea, these ideas, being so fixated on these ideas of, being sexually liberated or whatever, and
Liberated. Because it's not
and
normal.
hold on, no, hold on.
She
Wait,
hasn't
wait for the
spoken
point.
since
Wait for the point.
It's
Wait
not
for the point.
sexual.
Wait for the point. No, so
gets to.
so you have hold on, you have all these biases. You have all these biases and you're really fixated on them, right? Is that not exactly what you're mad at women like her or like her?
I'm not mad at her
you're
because I
so
hate.
mad- because you're saying all American. You're like all American women.
Majority
think
of
the
women,
way-
man.
think
We
the way-
all have
but
different
Grace
stories.
is sitting right there. I forget what your name is. She's sitting right there.
I didn't
She's saying
talk to
they
them.
all these
They are
women,
the
so
exceptional.
hold on, all these women agree with you. You think they're the exception because your bias is that all these people think the
She's
same.
not
You
biased.
have confirmation.
She's non-biased. She's literally just telling it the way it is. What's going on out here. She doesn't have to be biased to say that a mother shouldn't have that kind of mindset because she has kids. She's raising small people that are going to grow up into the future of the generation at some point.
Confirmation bias.
No, same
First of all,
that's confirmation.
First of all,
The same
one
thing you
second,
think
let me
they have
just answer,
confirmation
but
bias.
this is
said anything.
Okay, I'll
It's
let you
all
speak just a
confirmation
second.
bias.
First of all, I'm not biased. I have a better perspective than all of you
biased.
together.
We're
You know
all
why?
biased.
Wait,
We're
let me
biased.
speak.
Biased.
Wait, let me speak. You know why I'm not biased? Let me give you an example.
Give me some
I've been over 60 countries. I lived in many countries and I speak 5 languages. Okay? I've been around the world. I know what is normal women and I know what is twisted women. Twisted women is the one that take medication, sit and talk about their illnesses, have a big body count with every man that can occupy. She putting herself out there to be a and let men and people
true.
degrade her
I
and
know
treat her
that.
like a doormat.
get a crazy
She's
bitch.
been a doormat. She's been literally a slave and somebody that men can date, and put their her, right? And she's proud of it. She sits there and says, "Oh, I'm a baby girl." And this and that. You should not be proud of it. You should be embarrassed yourself. I would be embarrassed to go out to the street if I would talk like that in the camera. I'm not saying.
Embarrassed me. It doesn't.
Oh my God.
Jivanic donated $200. Psycho Girl. IDF chick is exercising what's called righteous judgment. She's right. Ontologically, a woman's primary purpose is to be a wife/mother as a man's is husband/father. Keep wrecking poemas.
I like that perspective because it's not like a biased sexist perspective. Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly what I was trying to say when we talked about a woman's purpose. Absolutely, you are only here on earth to get married, be with a man, raise his children, and take care of his household. That is your purpose. That's why you're created. Nothing else.
They're not gonna like. They're not gonna like that because they call that slavery. Oh my God, this woman is very. I mean, to say that as a woman, you're gonna lose. She's gonna lose. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't have any female friends. Because this kind of mindset, you may find 1 in 1,000 women think like that in 2025. It doesn't, unless she's like 60, maybe she may think differently. And clearly you can see the only woman on the, she might be the oldest on the panel, is the one with the traditional mindset. The rest of them, they just want to be out here in the streets, getting their chicks clapped, sexual liberation.
It's not careers, not all this other mumbo jumbo. It's
Wait,
to
who
raise kids.
raised you?
All people.
Listen,
Listen.
I mean,
But do you
clearly I'm more stable
do
than
you
y'all. So.
do you believe? Hold on.
Because you have kids, you're more stable than us.
I have
That's
HL, but I don't
Do
claim all
you,
this mental
do you
illness and
believe
depression
you
and
should
weird
have
stuff.
the right? Do you believe you should have the right to live your life that way?
No. Because
No,
it's not
no,
your
no.
life. It's
Hold
not
on,
your
no,
life.
no. Do you believe that you have the right to live your life that way, to live your life for a man, and to view the world that way? Is that what you believe?
I'm trying to see how you're wording this. Do you think that I have the right?
Like, do you believe that that's your right to have this belief about the world?
I just believe that's why we were created.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So
Are you
other
Christian?
people don't.
Yes.
Other people don't believe
I
that.
said I was an
Do you-
evangelist.
It's
in the
not about you.
beginning.
You believe you're a portal of
Right,
the
keep going.
universe. Woman is a portal of the universe. You're supposed to bring babies
See,
and
but
have a
that's-
future with your
that's
kids.
your opinion.
Wait,
That's
did
not my opinion.
And just to piggyback
It's really simple. If these feminists believe these ladies the way they think is not right, just compare. Because I'm going to assume that these ladies over here on my left, which could be your right as you're watching this, these ladies are the traditional women, the ones who want families and raising kids and being good mothers, and not out here in the streets getting them chicks clapped and, sexual liberation. And then these women here are the feminists who are for sexual liberation. Women should sleep around, they shouldn't have babies, they should just be in the streets and opening their legs, right? Let's do some math. What did traditional women bring to the world, and what have feminists, sexual liberation, open my legs to every man, what have they brought to the world? Like, what are the consequences of their actions? Consequences of feminists and consequences of traditional women. That would settle the debate.
not
your
for her.
opinion.
I understand where she's
It's your
coming from
opinion of
because
the
in other
world.
countries, America is the only country that has
Exactly.
all this like crybabies, mental illness, this weird feminism
Little
stuff.
baby.
Well, I'm just saying,
Thank
like
you.
this, you go to other countries,
are the
women
country
do
of
not act
baby
like
bitch.
this. They do not talk like this. It would be very frowned upon. It would actually be, what is it called? Like
Thank
a
you.
disgrace. Like
I
you
have a
would be-
question.
You'd be exiled.
Does the Bible say a woman's purpose is to give birth?
Yeah, be fruitful, multiply.
Except for the outliers, which are the
We can
widows.
relate
The
this
woman,
here.
listen,
the
you'll-
widows,
Don't-
the
unless,
ones who lose
unless
their
you're really
family.
biblically literate, that's not what it says at
she
all.
asked about the Bible, right? I come from the
Let's go
I
back
A
to
come from the
widow
Holy
is
Land.
no longer
I'll co-
held accountable to the same wife rules.
That's not true. That's
That
not how
is
this works.
true.
It's just saying.
Literally true.
Wait a second.
I
It
was
doesn't
a
mean-
fucking Bible scholar. I have a master's degree in counseling ministry.
Honey, I'm from Israel. You don't know about-
What? You have you have a bachelor's in ministry and Bible studies, and you think men and you hate men that much, and you don't care about the fact that you're a mother, and you do sex work? That's crazy. These are the people who know about the church and the Bible more than me, and they're out here in the streets. Damn.
You missed the mark then.
If you are a widow, how the could you be a wife anymore? Your husband's dead.
It doesn't mean
You
it
get the
doesn't
husband's
speak.
brother.
It
My
doesn't mean
husband's dead.
It doesn't mean you get to go and then sleep with as many men as you want and post naked
Mhm.
pictures. That is still sexual sin.
So I'm not allowed to be a sexually mature woman.
You're
who
not
has
allowed.
my
If
fucking
you were to
kids
go by the Bible,
myself?
Exactly.
yeah, if you were to go
Are
by the
you
Bible,
feeding
it doesn't
Are
matter.
you
That's
feeding
what the
my
Bible
kids
says.
If you
Are
can't
you
take
feeding
care of
my
them.
children?
No, I'm not. But
Your opinion.
No, go get a job. Get a normal job. You don't have to feed your kids by opening your legs to multiple men. Jeez.
a real job. It's not that hard.
It's a
Exactly.
real job.
No.
Prostitution. Literally.
It's an excuse. Excuse.
Prostitution. Again, are you feeding my
Demon
shit for my kids?
Calm down.
She thinks screaming is gonna make her win the debate. Oh my god, lady. Just get a job. You don't have to open your legs. You're a beautiful woman. Get a another husband. If your husband passed away, which I doubt it, she must just be a single mom. But you can always find another man. Plenty of good average men. Let me guess, you don't want them? Anyway, shout out to Whatever Podcast, man. Let's go to the next video. That was crazy. No, let's do that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Which one did I want to do?
Can I ask you?
This one. I want to go to Lapif. Let me refresh this. All right, let's go.
Can I? Ask you a quick question. You said your partner. Are you with man, woman? I'm just being
This is
respectful.
my
to the family.
friend Marcus. That's why I said my partner, like my friend, he came to this church so that we can be in this neutral space and do this show.
Oh no,
with you.
I was just needing clarification because
No,
you
I'm
said
talking
me and
about
my
my partner.
partner.
That's why it's two names right there.
Like homie.
My homie,
Yeah.
my guy, my
Okay, well,
compadre.
it's not a problem to just get clarification for smoother
Yeah.
transition within the
No,
conversation.
we talked about this, but you just got here. No, Marcus brought me to this space. We in this church. We just had our meeting. But again, I say this to say that women, I want you to understand that women not just choosing this, it is the act of self-preservation. I'm telling you because I've seen it. Now, my mother's side, my grandparents were married 32 years. My mom and daddy met when they were 12, and my daddy died on my mama's 55th birthday. Okay. That's all I know is stable marriages. But I understand it on both sides because I've seen it on both sides. And what I'm saying is the women who choose to leave those situations are doing so for self-preservation and not in a selfish way.
It's another
but
word
it's
for
to be
selfish.
able to take care of themselves and their children. No
That's
woman
not
is leaving
true.
a man
You-
that got a healthy, stable, happy home just to be a single mama out here.
What about
That's not true. Women, I've literally done videos of women saying from their own mouths that we left a good man. I divorced a good man. This is why. So clearly she doesn't know what she's talking about. Women leave good men every single day because he didn't say, I love you. Literally. I literally just did the video over that.
Nobody wants that for themselves. That's not a choice.
You're
What about
lying.
the
It's a
now?
choice.
Right.
according
Alright.
the problem with that, which Kenny is already articulated, was that those are outliners that you're describing, right?
Mhm.
Statistically, that's not what women are actually reporting. They're not reporting abuse. They're not reporting that their significant other just all of a sudden decided to be a hardcore drug user. They're leaving because of what? Unreconcilable differences, right? Or economic reasons. That's way up there.
Finances, the number one.
Financial. That's way up there. These are reasons. Oh, I'm just not happy. And it's what we were talking about in the very beginning is just hyper individualism. You choose your happiness over the welfare of the child, and it's damn selfish.
No,
And that's
no,
what we're talking about. We're
no,
talking
it's
about the
you
majority of cases. We don't want to
Well, let
really
him
dig into
let
the
him
outlines.
finish. Right? We gonna we,
over that marriage. And like I said, that's okay. Women can do that. Again, if you choose to be a good mama over being a good wife, that's your business because your investment is in those children. That's it. And if you can accept it, okay, we don't got to keep arguing about it. That's my opinion that I came here with. We're not going to.
No. So the problem
just
is
really-
we're promoting breaking up families. That's what we're trying to get away from,
No,
right?
we want
We want to know what's
the
wrong.
families.
What's wrong
No,
with
you
our
don't.
community?
Our vaginas. We want a family. We
No,
want
you
the
don't.
pictures. We want the matching pajamas. We want it all. Oh my God.
No, you don't. You only want the family when everything is fine, when the husband is doing 100% of everything you want. But the moment he can't pay for 3 trips a year, the moment he can't buy you the new car, the moment he can't tell you I love you every single day, the moment he can't buy you flowers every single day, oh, now he's not a good man. Oh, now let me divorce him and he pays me child support. She's lying.
We dream about how these babies
No,
look
you
like this
don't.
man we
Dreams.
made love to.
See?
You
Dreams.
understand? This is what we want. It's a beautiful time. But if you get
That's not. But that's not the behavior that women are exhibiting, right? When they're going ahead
May I
and then.
interject with just a few facts?
Yeah,
y'all?
Yeah, let me just finish up what I was
Go ahead,
talking about.
Trev.
So
Go ahead.
this isn't the behavior that most modern day women are exhibiting, right? What they're doing is mating with this man and then that man, collecting, just bone
Facts.
collecting, and rather than primarily trying to build families.
With one
That's
man.
what's happening. That's what's the majority of the cases are. They're not vetting properly. They're not going according to men that they would be able to build a life with, build a family,
They
build
move
a
man for
legacy
man.
with. They are
I
choosing
agree.
men that look good, that sound good. He talk cool. He getting money. That's what women are looking for. And then they get pissed off because this guy already has 3 baby mothers, and you thought that he's going to keep you divorced. That ain't how it go down.
Bastard. I was married to her father. You understand? We were an actual
Yeah.
family.
So
She had
okay.
kids.
So
I
you
didn't
keep
have
you
my
making it a
baby by
personal
rape.
situation, but we're not talking about you.
I can only talk
We're
about
talking about the.
myself. I
Yeah.
can't talk about no other woman in her situation. That's not mine. I'm
But
talking
when you
about
say that
myself.
majority of
Well, I'm
women are
saying-
walking away
Yeah, but
from
we're talking
But
about
that's
majority.
anecdotal,
We could all
you
have
know.
anecdotal
So
evidence, and
you
that's going to be
telling me that these
bogus.
women out here just having random sex by random men and having random men babies.
Yes, that's why 70% of kids are in single mother households. Oh my God. Clearly, they're just having random sex with random men. Because they're not married. Now, if those women were married first, okay, we would get it. You right?
I don't believe that.
Yeah, statistically,
No,
yeah.
I don't- yeah.
Okay, what's the percentage of black families that are raised by single mothers?
70%.
Married mothers? Because those
Single.
women still be with their baby daddies. They
No,
just not
single.
married.
No.
Single. What's the percentage? Somebody blurt it out. The numbers is here.
Okay, can I?
What's the percentage?
Can I just interject?
If that's not
real
how
quick
women
with-
are behaving.
We are talking about why women are leaving marriages, right? So this is the information that I looked up. If we can just be open to some of this, it says that women are often leaving marriages due to a few factors such as unmet emotional needs, poor
That's bullshit.
communication,
That's bullshit.
lack of independence, the unequal division of domestic chores,
That's
and
bullshit.
childcare responsibilities.
That's some trash
Okay, but you're
bullshit.
laughing, but this is
That's
the reasons that women
none
are
of those are
initiating
reasons.
divorce.
None of those.
Those are not good enough reasons to break up a family and let the kids grow up without their daddy in the house. Emotional needs, communication, doing house chores. So because you told your husband to do the dishes and he refused, but he pays 100% of the bills, so you're gonna leave him and go out and struggle with a man who can't even pay 100% of the bills? Let's say 70% of the bills. Let's say 50% of the bills. So you're gonna go pay bills on your own rather than be with a man, split the rent $1,000 50-50 because he refused to do the dishes?
Those are reasons to divorce.
Those are reasons to break up a family.
But
That
that
sounds like
says-
some
but
stupid
That's
you're
trash.
shit.
saying that, but you're not on the receiving end of it, so it's
Nah.
easy.
Yes, we are.
I'm on the receiving end of it. I'm married. What are you
Yes, we
talking about?
are.
Are you guys gonna listen, or are you just gonna
No,
react?
no, we understand what you're
midway?
saying, but none of those are reasons to break up a family.
No
and
good
have
enough
to play the
reasons.
whole-
Hold on, but nevertheless, women are initiating divorce in droves because of this. So are you going to
because
continue
of
to say
stupid
this
reasons.
is
Every
not?
last one of those are stupid.
They're stupid. That's what I said.
I get it. I get it, right? But what I'm saying to you is women are still initiating divorce in droves, right?
Fair.
Because of these reasons. They don't feel like they're getting help in the house.
Feel.
With the childhood
That's
responsibilities, I'm reading it. You know, you can look this up.
I did look it up. I understand why they're leaving. The problem is that those aren't good reasons to leave a relationship.
They're dumb reasons.
Okay, so let me say this.
You don't
Queenie,
qualify that.
instead of wait, one second. Instead of
If
invalidating,
men were
Hold on,
breaking
y'all.
up
Hold on,
for
hold on,
no
hold on.
reason, y'all would be criticizing them.
Hold on, y'all. One at a time.
instead of invalidating what the reasons that are being presented is, are you going to ever take the time to explore? Because women are going to continue to leave if that information is not being explored, if that conversation isn't being entertained, if we're going to continue to dismiss it and say that's stupid, she can't leave because of that, but she can.
I mean, for all I care, they can continue to break up their families. They can continue to divorce men. But you know what men are doing? Men are not even giving him the chance to divorce them because men are not getting married anymore. If you're going to break up with me because I refuse to do the dishes after I worked 60 hours a week to take care of you and the kids, and then you're going to leave me because I refuse to say I love you, I refuse to bring you flowers, and that's the reason you're going to divorce me, guess what? I'm going to look at my friend who was divorced by his woman because he refused to bring her flowers, and I'm going to think about it and be like, is this worth risking my sanity? And I'm going to say, nope, I'm not doing it. So clearly, as we go on, it's going to be less and less divorces because less people are getting married.
Explain how that's a stupid reason, because if any man got up here and started listing those as reasons why we would leave our wives and the kids, y'all would be looking at us like we were crazy. And we do, and y'all saying we don't understand. Men experience women not being communicative. Men
not giving them sex.
Lack of sex in the household. Men experience not being heard. Men experience being told that we have to be the breadwinner and have to be the and experiencing the monumental load of taking care of the family financially. We experience all those things, but guess what? We still stay because there's a bigger calling. If men started leaving, because if a man came out here and said, I left my wife because I took care of because I was the only one that had to take care of the household financially, y'all would look at that man like he was crazy.
He's crazy.
No, y'all.
They would simply say that's your job as a man. You should be a man. A real man will provide. A real man will take care of his kids. A real man will take care of his wife. But it's like, I'm doing it. It's not easy. I have to work 60, 80 hours a week. Most men who are single will do 40 to 50 hours a week when they're single. As soon as they get married, they have to double that because now they have to provide for themselves. They have to provide for the woman. And once the kids come into the picture, it's even worse. Because usually the woman is going to stay home to take care of the kids, if that, right? So if imagine all men decided to divorce women because they have to pay 100% of the bills and it's so hard on them. Women will be like, oh, these men are sassy, oh, these men are gay.
Y'all would talk that woman into the ground. Y'all would talk about how lazy and trifling she is.
No,
and
nah.
within her means and every other little talking point.
No, we wouldn't.
The fact of the matter is this. Like I said before, everybody, all 7 of us got a opinion on this. Okay, and we've all expressed our opinions. Nobody up here about to change anybody's mind. So I just want to, as DJ say, progress. Let's talk about something else because we can talk in a circle about this all night.
Well,
we're
talking about different perspectives. Move the topic because everybody having input
within this conversation.
Hold on, one mic.
I was waiting.
I heard what he said.
What I was
I'm
saying,
not mad at what he said, but I think that.
Hold
like
on, DJ. Let me chime in because I haven't even said nothing.
Wait, but I just want to respond to what he said really quick, and then you got it. I'm just saying that I hear what Sweeney is saying, and I receive it. However, again, it goes back to my original point. It doesn't make you more honorable because you are staying, but you're not addressing the
It does.
issues. So the reason why I'm bringing these issues to the forefront is so that we can start communicating and start resolving the issue, because it doesn't help for you to sit in toxicity, right? It doesn't help if you are physically there but you are mentally checked out, or you're physically checked out, or you're emotionally checked out, or you're spiritually checked out. You don't get cookies for sitting there, because
DJ,
children, they pick up on misery, they
DJ,
pick up
we're
on
not told to
brokenness.
just sit there.
They,
We're not told to just sit there. We're told to work it out, seek therapy, go to
a lot
somebody,
of men
talk to your
deny
wife.
therapy. A lot of men deny.
Yeah, but therapy is one of the reasons, but also one of the reasons men don't like therapy, because their women drag them to therapy because they know the female therapists are going to agree with the women. That's why men don't want to go to therapy. Because men have seen that. Men who have been going to therapy know anytime they go to therapy with their woman, the female therapist, because most therapists are women, agree with the woman. They don't get to hold the woman accountable. Even the same thing goes to church. But anyway, man, shout out to Lapif. This was a good video. All right, let's go to the next. Let's go to Kendra G. Let me replay this real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go.
Hey. Sankofa, where you calling me from? Washington, D.C. How old are you? 31. Who calling you, girl? My mama. You got more light? You have better light? Oh, yeah. This better? You chocolate like me. You got a light in your face. Okay. You go in that bathroom? Behind you? Oh, yeah. Hold on. All right. There we go. Okay. So it's Sankofa? Yes. What you do for a living? I'm a RBT. What, baby? Registered behavior technician. RNT. Okay. You have any kids? Yes, I have 2. How old are your kids? 3 and 8.
All right, single
Both
mama.
by the same man? Yes. Why you not with him?
Good question.
It didn't work out. Okay.
At what
You don't
point?
have a bra on, you're fine. Huh? I said you're fine with no bra on. Oh.
She knows what she's doing.
People don't realize. Thank you.
Nah, she knows what she's doing. She's selling herself. She's on a dating show, so she's gonna come with no bra.
So Sankofa. Sankofa. Were you guys married? No, we wasn't married. All right. What's your zodiac sign? A Gemini. And where are you calling me from? Washington, D.C. So we got Sankofa, D.C., 31, Gemini. She's an RNT, mom of 2 kids by the same man, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl? I'm looking for a man that's that have skills, like can do some stuff, like with the car, around the house.
What?
Be able to fix some stuff, plumbing skills, some type of skills, you know. I like a manly man. I prefer like the ages, probably 28 is the youngest to 42. I like men that's taller than me. I'm 5'9", so like probably like 5'11" or taller. I like men that's like probably like 180 to like 200 and something, like 2.
She got a whole list.
215.
She got a whole list.
She got to go on a scale? Huh? He has to go on a scale? No, it's just like I like men that's like buff. I don't like skinny men. Okay.
She's skinny.
What are your deal breakers? My deal breaker is like if you have children, I don't like men with multiple, like if you have like 4 children with 4 children mothers, I don't like that. That's a deal breaker. A man that's not honest, that's deceiving.
She has a list.
A man without a job.
Damn.
A man without a plan.
Damn.
Or a man that doesn't have like if you don't, it's okay if you're not into religion, but you have to be at least spiritual or something, like have some type of guidance.
I mean, she has 2 kids by a man. I hope for everything she lists, the baby daddy had at least 80% of those things. Because so many times they come on these shows and have a long list for the new man who's going to be a stepfather, but the baby daddy had only 10% of the new list. And you know what they usually say? Oh, I found myself. Now I know much better. But it's like, you had 2 kids by this man. Why are you asking the new man to bring you the whole world, but you gave the other man 2 kids and he didn't even give you $5?
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Huh?
Should he look a certain way?
Yeah, she said
men that's, like,
buff
clean,
and tall.
you know, like well groomed. You don't have to be very flashy, you know, with all the gold links and stuff. That'd be nice, but you know, only when we go out. I'm not really like a flashy woman, so
Okay.
yeah.
Should he make a certain type should he make a certain amount of money?
Here we go.
Yes, like at least like 75.
Did the baby daddy make that?
Yeah, like 75 or more.
75 or more. So 75 is the minimum.
Yes.
That's the top
Okay.
15, 20%.
I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Pronounce your name one more time.
You can call me Coco.
Coco.
Yeah.
But I want to try to get your name right.
Sankofa.
Sankofa.
Yeah.
Sankofa. It's time for the Kendra cam. This is when we see your legs.
Okay.
Full body.
Okay. Nice, slim,
you see
thick,
me?
I guess.
Oh yeah, you're
In
skinny.
shape.
Yeah.
Sankofa, when was your last relationship?
My last relationship was like 2 days ago.
You broke up with your man 2 days. Ooh.
Oh my god. Yo, they are quick. She's not even taking time off to heal. She's ready for a new man. Which lets me know she's not really committed like that. Like, if you can move on in 2 days and you're looking for a new man, either she's just looking for friends with benefits, looking for a new man to pay her bills. Maybe the last guy was paying bills, now she wants a new man to come and pay her bills. Or maybe she just, I don't know, because 2 days, like, she's not even, that tells me that wasn't serious like that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes, 2 days ago.
And she thinks it's funny.
Father?
No, not my child's father.
A new man,
No,
different man.
2 days ago.
It's just like I have like boundaries and like I want to be treated a certain way. Like I wasn't being treated badly, but it was just like
That's
not
all
the way
they
that I
say.
want to be treated. So
That's all.
I
That's
can't
what
do
they
it
all say.
anymore.
That's what
So
they
is
all
it
say.
over for sure? I mean, it's only been 48 hours.
I know, but yes, it's over. It's over. Like I already
It's
had
not.
like thoughts of it being over. So now, like, yeah, 2 days ago, it's definitely over now.
No way, it's over. Whatever that man was doing for her to be with him, if you're the new guy, you best believe he's gonna come back. If she likes something about him, he can still come back and they can set it off. So you guys who are, gonna shoot your shot, you guys who like the slim thick, if you're gonna shoot your shot, just know whoever the ex is, he may come back anytime. And we're not even talking about the baby daddy. This is another man. Because the baby daddy could always come back. They have kids forever. But this new guy, 2 days ago that she just broke up with, you best believe she can come back and clap them cheeks anytime he wants.
Okay, so she broke up with somebody 2 days ago. So you don't have to
Being
answer.
honest, I'm an honest woman.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 days ago.
Like a week ago.
Was it him?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they just broke up 2 days ago, so it could have been
About
2
a
days
week
ago. instead
ago.
of 7 days ago.
That's crazy, man.
Was it 2 days ago?
Oh no, I said it was a week ago. It was like yeah, it was a week ago.
All right.
The 30th.
Three flaws you have to work on.
Known being patient.
I have trust issues.
Clearly.
Sometimes I can procrastinate. And I noticed that I be in the house a lot. Like when I'm not working, like I don't really go out on the weekends and like party and stuff like that anymore. I feel like I should, get out there more, but I be in the house a lot.
You be in the house a lot. Okay. Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because she got 2 kids.
I'm goofy. I take care of myself inside and out. I can help you take care of yourself inside and out.
How? How are you gonna help me take care of myself? I already make 75K. Because let's be honest, the only way a woman is gonna take care of a man is gonna involve money. That's cooking. He gotta buy the food. Cleaning. He gotta buy the cleaning supplies. What else? Washing his clothes. He gotta have the washing machine, or he gotta give her the money to take the clothes to the washing, the laundry, like something. Everything women claim they're gonna use to take care of a man involve money. So how are you gonna take care of a man when you say minimum salary a man should make is 75K? But anyway, she doesn't seem like a bad woman, but she just broke up 2 days ago. So I'm letting you guys know, if you're gonna be involved with her, because I know some of you guys will still try to shoot your shot, just know the ex still has a chance. He can come back anytime he wants, right? So let's get to the next video. It's gonna be the PIF. Let me just refresh this, and then we can get into it.
If you are
Isn't that
looking,
everybody's
if you're
man?
looking from the lens of compatibility, you and your partner are not gonna.
All right, let's go from the beginning. All right, let's go.
I'm very family oriented, so marriage is always going to be the number one for me. And like I said, I've never imagined my life to ever work, like ever. Um, I have passion for things, but to actually be like outside in the field, that is not for me. That is just for a man. And I just I just feel like a lot of women don't think for themselves. They look for validation from other women. And it's like some of you guys had good childhoods, you had that father figure or that brother or uncle, and then you meet your women peers, and then they have these crazy lifestyles, and then they want you to feed off of it. Then you got a whole clique that everybody's following each other, and it's like, you know what you value at the end of the day. So once you separate yourself and you find other people that think exactly like you, and happiness will come from that. I agree
So
with Marcus when he was saying, is that your name with the 1C on? When he was telling him, like, basic, if you meet a guy, right, you saying, I don't want to have baby right now. Okay, you said that for 20 years you didn't want to have a baby, but then you meet a guy that's so generous. He's doing everything in the world. He's showing you that he can provide, protect. He's giving you all of that and making you feel like a woman. You telling me you're not going to give him a baby? I'm gonna give him 2-3 babies. You understand?
Let's
Because
go.
that's the both of us.
Yeah,
I'm not
as
saying,
long as you can.
oh, I'm gonna brush him away. You're gonna brush him away, you're gonna die with cats. We gotta understand. But I don't like to talk a lot because I'm only
No, we should have been let her speak.
yeah,
She's cooking.
32. I
I'm
have
glad you
a
ain't say that with Ash on here. She probably would have crushed you.
I wanna yeah, but I think a lot of women they have these things, the pick me and all the other stuff. I'd rather be a pick me than sit here and be like 50 years old and wondering, where I'm supposed to be at in life with my man. Where he at?
So you're saying a 10? Is that what you're saying, or is
Yeah,
that
she said
much
a
of a
10.
priority? A 10. Okay. DJ, if you would.
So I want to emphasize healthy marriages. Healthy.
What does
Healthy
that look like?
marriages are amazing. Human connection is needed and amazing. So I would definitely rank a healthy marriage very high. I also,
What number?
from 1 to 10, a 10. If it's healthy and it's a match, it's compatible, absolutely 10. 10, 10, 10.
How are you gonna get to a healthy marriage if you hate men? How are you gonna get to a healthy marriage if you believe that marriage isn't a priority to begin with? Because she's smart. She's trying to put the caveat of healthy to make it seem like she's only interested in healthy marriages. But the whole thing is marriage, period. Because for these women, they believe a healthy marriage is where there's happiness 100% of the time. But in marriages, people fight, people make up, people are patient, people have to, understand each other. People also have to know that sometimes you're not going to get everything that you want. But this one, whatever she describes as healthy, in my opinion, is the man doing everything she wants.
And as far as the career, I don't look at it as a career. I would say your life's purpose, I think, is up there. Because I believe that all of us have a purpose. Oh, you want to chime in? You want to chime in, Mr. White? You got the giggles over there.
Nah, you know what though? Listen, 10 is
Okay.
all right. So I'm just gonna say this: 10 is extreme, right? That's extreme. That's like Darwin passion extreme right now, right? When you say 10, that means you were all in, like max.
I'm for it.
Right? Okay. So that would mean you'd have to be extremely intentional about it, right? That means you would be seeking. Like if I was a level 10 on my career, I'm going to school, I'm getting my doctorate, I'm going hard. Like all you going to see me do is study. Like you're going to know that I am trying to do whatever it is that I'm trying to do. Like when you see somebody win a Heisman, when you see somebody do shit like that, they are hyper focused, right? You can't stop them from what it is they're trying to do. They got blinders on, they see their goal. So when I hear 3 women in a row say that marriage is a 10, what did I say?
Woman.
Yeah,
that's one. Women. It's multiple.
No, I said 3. I said 3 women in a row say 10. Right? I'm expecting, 10. All of y'all said 10. I'm not sure that that's real, and I can't tell you what you feel, right?
Because they're lying.
But 10 means maximum effort. That means you were hella intentional. That means you were putting yourself in positions that you really care about it, that you were trying to think of different ways
You're
to
trying
make
to be
sure
a wife.
the man is happy, right?
It.
Like you were in pursuit, right? That's what I'm saying. So that part right there, from the conversations, I don't hear it all the time, and maybe I don't know, but to say 10.
I think you're applying your definition or your idea of what a 10 is, and you're thinking that you're thinking of a very particular type of woman.
No, a 10 is a 10. If you say something is priority, and from a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10 of your priorities, that means you're putting your best foot forward. But these women claim they want marriage so bad, but they're not doing things to be marriageable. They're not doing things to be wifely. They just expect a man to just come, drop from heaven, and propose to them. And that's not how it works. All right? They live in the Delulu land, wherever they live in. They believe marriage should just find them.
And I don't think that you are really factoring in that there are some people that have beliefs and they come together and they're compatible and it just works. It's not forced. I don't have to act like something and be a role. I'm just me and he's just him, and we come together and it's beautiful.
No.
Darwin.
So DJ, right?
Darwin.
Hold up, y'all. Hold on, y'all. So, being that I presented the question, I kind of get to like deliver how the context is supposed to be.
No, but I presented my answer, and it's like you're finding it hard to believe, but I don't know what you're finding it hard to believe. I was very clear in my idea of, if I'm going to marry, it's going to be a healthy marriage. You understand?
No, I got it.
A lot of people couple up for different reasons. Some people couple up for business. Some people couple up for convenience. Some people couple up because they want a title of a wife and husband so they can come on panels and talk down to each other. There's a lot of different reasons why people enter marriages. But my reason, to me, is a very organic thing. It's something healthy. It's a compatibility thing. If you are
Isn't that everybody's
if you're
marriage?
looking from the lens of compatibility, you and your partner are not going to constantly be in disagreement. There's not going to be tension. Y'all will see eye to eye, and it's going to be smooth.
So
it can never be smooth 100% of the time, right? That's why I'm saying, like, their idea of marriage is literally a fantasy where the man pays all the bills, he buys them whatever they want, the man never holds them accountable, you know, they give him sex when they want, and if they don't want, he shouldn't complain about it, he shouldn't try to cheat. If they take 3 months off from sex, he should just accept it, but he should continue paying all the bills. Their idea of a marriage, obviously, to be fair, no one taught them what marriage is. Or maybe somebody taught them and they realized that's not the type of marriage they want. They want the type of marriage they watch on TV. Maybe, but it's crazy, the idea of marriage that they have.
So DJ, I get all of that, but the question, the way I asked was to what is the importance of it, right? So when I say the importance of it from 1 to 10, I mean, like, how much do you care to get married?
And they say
like,
they 10.
how big is it? And your rhetoric in general is never a 10, right? It's like, you know, I could care less, or I don't even give a fuck sometimes, or 4B, don't dare get married type shit. So that's why I said I found it a little bit hard to believe
your spin is inaccurate.
that it could be a 10.
I said, don't get married to a man that's misogynistic, that doesn't care about you as a human, who devalues you.
Why would a man want to marry you?
Exactly.
Those are the people I'm speaking to, because
that doesn't make sense. Why would a woman even get married to a man like that? Apart from the money aspect, but why that doesn't even, it doesn't make sense. Those two people shouldn't be together. So that's a stupid argument to use.
It's not about if you can get married. I think every woman has the ability to get married, but is she getting married to someone of quality that gives a fuck about her for real?
Why would
that means it's somebody who's gonna let them do whatever they want but keep spending money on them. That's literally what she means.
Man,
I believe that's important. So
marry a
I
woman,
believe
you
that
don't
that's
get-
important for somebody to have all those qualities, right? I don't think you should get married to anybody who's going to treat you poorly or abuse you or anything. All of that is legit. But what
Who's doing
the
that,
only
though?
part that I'm saying is that how intentional are you about it? How much are you trying? Because it's like I said, 10 is like Mayday, right? That's emergency. So that means you were actively pursuing what it is that you want. Like, you are not going to. If somebody said, "What's the odds of you getting married?" You're going to say 100% because I won't allow myself to fail. If your urgency level is at 10, you are not going to allow yourself to fail. You are like hell bent on the idea of marriage so much that I could never see you not promoting it.
Trey, I want to give you a different. Oh, go ahead, Latif.
Go ahead. We'll go to Abby, then go back.
Anyway, shout out to Latif, but the truth is, these women, unless they get a yes man who's rich, that's a caveat, because there's so many yes men out here who are average. They don't want them. They want a yes man who's rich, who's going to let them do whatever they want, but he has to keep spending money on them. That's the dream guy of most women these days. Spend money on me, don't tell me what to do. Spend money on me, don't tell me to cook. Spend money on me, don't expect sex. Spend money on me, don't refuse me to go to my girlfriend trips. Spend money on me, don't refuse me to go to the club. Spend money on me, don't ask me to clean the house. Spend money on me, just let me be who I am. Let me act single even if I'm married. That's Akash. You guys have watched Akash. The Akash and his wife kind of situation. That's their dream guy. But men are wising up. That's why clearly these women are struggling. Anyway, so shout out to Latif, link down below. Let's go to the next. I think the next one was Anton Daniels. So let me just replay this. Let me just quickly refresh this. Give me 1 second.
You accuse him, and instead of attacking men for saying something about it, we need to
Let's go. All right.
say, I would like to see her held accountable because she's messing it up for actual victims. She's messing it up for actual victims.
What that looks
we
like.
keep making excuses, and there is no excuse. hold these women accountable, make a big scene, just like we're making a big scene out of the whole Me Too thing. She needs to be held accountable, throw her under the jail, fine her double the amount she was trying to get out of him. That's what us as women need to start rallying around and doing, especially when these men are not doing what they're being accused
I
of.
think the first step is
It's too much excuses.
You have to isolate these
Hold on,
women. You have to strip them.
Ava wanted to say,
Oh,
was it you?
sorry.
Who was it? Someone came off mic. I couldn't catch it. Was it Ava?
No, the first step is to get rid of these feminism movements. As long as we have these feminism movements that support women and hold women up and worship women is gonna keep being like this. Us as women need to come together and drop these movements. These movements are meant to destroy the masculine man.
Yeah, I think we can start doing that by isolating, cutting off. These women do our hair. We buy food from them. They watch our kids. They, we have to cut these relationships off, professional
Cut them off.
and friendly. Why that way people feel the pressure when they're left to face with nobody but the person in the mirror. It's not effective to all, but it can hit a number of people when they realize, whoa, when I do grimy shit, and I thought the people who love me was gonna love me through my grimy shit. No, we can't, because we gonna mess up our own selves, our own psyches, our own reputations, and our own relationships with ourselves. So, bitch, if I can't punch you in the face, if we can't do this or that and the third, I just gotta cut you off. So now, when you got good news, you can't share it with nobody because we cut you off. So
there are two different levels, in my opinion. I feel like I hold all my friends accountable, men and women. I'm always going to be on the phone. They don't never really want to bring me their issues, because I'm going to be like, well, what
Why are they laughing at her?
Or what did you do to contribute to the situation? Like, I'm always asking those questions every time someone comes to me with an issue. But the issue comes when you start judging general situations that you guys don't have any. You don't understand the context of what's going on. So that's what I step up, and I'm going to defend people, because you have no idea what certain people's situation is or why they did what they did if you're from the outside looking in. And in that situation, you don't have room to judge. However, I do agree that those who try to accuse people of wrongdoing and they are found to be lying, that they should get some type of accountability. They should get a fine. They should get jail time. You are
no. If you accuse a man of doing something he didn't do and he was going to get 60 years, you should get 60 years too. Until that happens, the false accusations are going to keep going because there are no consequences. Now, lately, I've been seeing some women getting charged for lying on men just recently. But until they start actually going to real jail and doing real jail time, until then, it's never going to stop.
Proven to have been lying on someone, absolutely, you should be held accountable. However, it is habitual in our society that victims have not been believed, and so I think it's better to be more open to hear what victims have to say, and if someone says they're lying, I mean, someone who's guilty is also going to say they're lying. So there has to be proof that someone is lying. But I think most people are not going to lie. There are definitely some, but most people are not going to lie about being attacked or hurt. Most people are not. There are those that do.
Yeah, but the problem come in is when you make a claim that somebody did something to you. It's this big movement of women. All of these women of different races, everybody, different beliefs. Everybody's coming together to stick behind that woman. But the moment we find out she lying, there's no parade. There's no movement. There's no.
It's because
shame.
Absolutely.
Yep.
There's shame. That's why it's a.
No, it's just
y'all not even paying attention to what half of y'all are saying.
Where are we as women after we found out? Just like the brick lady. After we found out she was
lied
lying,
on black men.
Why didn't we make a movement as women to shut that shit down so women could never move the way she was moving, the way she did again? How she?
Did you guys know that brick lady? You guys remember the brick lady? She's in jail now. I think she's gonna do something like 14 months or some shit like that. Finally, it's the first woman I've heard of who lied on a man, and she's finally going to jail. If more of those happen, because that's like 1 in a million, but I think they more so took her to jail about the money. Because remember, after she lied on a black man for hitting her with a brick, she collected money on GoFundMe, and it's mostly they're accusing her of stealing the money from GoFundMe rather than lying on a black man. But the genesis was lying on a black man for hitting her with a brick. So that's a start. But until they actually put women in jail for false accusations, until that happens, the false accusations are going to continue.
Accused a black man of hitting her with a brick just for attention and if some financial gain. We was all in on it, and I think all the women, y'all was all in on it, all on the internet, woman power, and we gotta stick together, and all of this other stuff.
Protect
when
black
y'all thought
women.
that she was telling the truth, the moment it came all out, and it was like this girl lying. This was an allergic reaction she had, or
was
whatever.
it proved that she was lying? Like 100% proved?
Yes. Nobody came together.
I didn't hear that was
all the women were quiet. Nobody was saying anything. Nobody, even the woman, y'all didn't even say, I apologize to you men for saying the things that I was saying to y'all, because we thought she was telling the truth. Y'all just moved on. And that's not right. We have to come together as women and start holding these women accountable that's lying and just like doing this outrageous stuff to demonize men. Because at the end of the day, I feel like y'all just trying to wipe out men. And once y'all do that, like y'all gonna regret it, because y'all will never survive on this planet without a man.
That's right, Ava. Yeah.
Listen, y'all.
They don't want men until they need men, until they need a police officer, until they need someone to fix the leak in their house, until they need someone to fix their tire, until they need someone to change their oil, until they need someone to carry them because they fell down the stairs. Until then, they don't need men. Oh, until they need someone to pay their bills. Let's talk about that.
I didn't even hear what some of y'all was saying. This girl, this trigger chick, said the onus should be to prove that a person is lying.
I know, I heard that too. Man, she know what she meant to say, right? I'm trying to help you.
What do you mean we know what she meant to say?
No, that's what she meant. She said it before. She said it before. She meant that.
Oh, damn, you did. Why you say that, Trigger?
It's supposed to be you have to prove somebody is guilty. It's innocent until proven guilty.
Wait, do you feel that way about Joy?
What do you mean do I feel that way about Joy?
I mean, damn, Jazz.
I don't give a fuck about if Joy is sleeping her way to the top. I don't have a problem with it. My problem is the allegation.
The question,
accusations. We don't know if it's true. I'm just saying, is that also
No. What I did in the first segment was hold y'all accountable for the inconsistency, and that all last year we had allegations against men, and y'all said believe all women, and y'all demonized them and said that they was guilty before anything ever happened in court and before any evidence was presented. And so I flipped that around and I said, why are y'all not putting that same type of energy against the accusations of a woman such as Joy Taylor? That was the conversation. And then I, at the end, said, I don't really give a fuck who sleep with who, as long as she's not premeditating false allegations against a man in order to save herself. So that don't have nothing to do with what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, because eventually she may sleep with men on her own choice, but she can come out 20 years later and say they used me, even if she slept with them to get a better position at the company and things like that. She can always come back around and say I was forced. We have seen that all the time, right? Consensual sex, but because she wants some money, she wants a position, the money is running low, she comes back 10, 20 years later. And remember, when they come back 10, 20 years later, like the Cassie situation, it's very hard to prove that it happened as a crime, but in the civil court where it's all about the money, you don't have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. You just have to, just a little bit of evidence. Did it happen? Yeah. Were you guys together? Yeah. Give her $30 million. Really? In civil court, you don't have to prove beyond reasonable doubt.
Point is that it is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. It's still staying
right.
So you can't.
Innocent
but people in power
guilty, not
and men in
general.
general.
What the fuck is she talking over me for? And I just sat here and was listening to y'all talk all this time. I was patient.
I was
thought
literally
you were done.
patient, and I was just listening to y'all. Look, man. At the end of the day, and I say this every single time, and I'm gonna be consistent again. Y'all gotta save yourselves, guys. If you waiting for a woman to come and advocate for you, and they say that they always supporting black men and they hold black men down, and they don't
It's a
give a
lie.
fuck about you, bro. It ain't not one woman that I seen bring up an Innocence Project. It ain't not one woman that came back and said, "Hey man, look at what this woman did to y'all. We on y'all side." They don't even like each other. The same thing that they project against men is the thing that they really project against themselves. When a woman stands up for a man, and this is how you know you on your own, the greatest thing that you'll ever hear is the fact that you're gonna have to save yourself, dog. If a woman supports a man, they say, "Why you agreeing with him?"
They call it
They
pick me.
did it to Molly earlier.
Yep.
If a woman agrees with a man, no matter how right he is, they gonna call her a pick me. They gonna call her out of her name. They gonna disrespect. They gonna disrespect a woman more than they would disrespect a guy that they don't even like.
Well,
You on your own, dog. Listen, they could say all of this shit, and I love the conversations. It's cute. It's so cute. But in the real world, it ain't not one woman that's gonna come to your aid, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. You on your own.
Especially if you're a black
Remember
man.
that shit. Remember that shit. The biggest enemy that you probably have, not me, you. The biggest enemy that you probably have is the person that's sleeping next to you. Is the minute that she decides that she don't like you no more, boy, she gonna take you to family court and kick your ass. She might even
Take your
throw a
kids.
false accusation on your ass.
Man, that's scary. Like that person you're sleeping next to could literally end your world. That shit is scary to me, man. And some of you guys are sleeping with your enemies and you have no idea, man. So anytime a woman says no, just take it as a sign from God, man. Cause you just never know, man. Some of you are sleeping with your enemies and you have no idea. She could literally end your life today. Damn.
Yeah,
Flat out. You on your own. It sounds cute. I ain't seen it. I done been on the internet for a long time. I done seen life as a 40-year-old man. I ain't seen none of this shit that they be talking about.
That's the power of being a woman in America. A woman got a lot of power in America. And then y'all need to be careful because no one is on y'all side, especially if you're a black man. You have no friends. No one is coming to help you. No one is never coming to save you. You gonna figure it out on your own. So my best bet is y'all need to stay away from these feminist ass women because they out to destroy.
And it's hard to know who's a feminist and who's not. Like some of them may claim they're not feminists, but it's very hard to tell. I mean, you can just ask a simple question, but it's really, they can play a good part. They can play a good game. So you have to be very careful, man. But shout out to Anton Daniels. Shout out to you guys, man. This was a good show. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe, man. We're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. So till next time, peace.